Hello everybody, good day to you. Welcome back. This is part 2 of our 2000 Nissan Pathfinder 3.3 liter. This vehicle is here for a timing belt water pump replacement. In the last video, we started the teardown process. We stopped while we were waiting on parts. The new pump and new timing system is here, and we are going to continue the teardown, replace the water pump, install the belt, and get the front of the engine reassembled. So stay tuned. This is going to be a very good part 2. Shameless self-promotion. If you happen to miss part 1, just check the link. Compressor, just check down in this video's description for the link and it'll take you back in time. Let's get started. All right, so I got the crankshaft bolt back out and we're gonna put the big washer back on. We're gonna put this bolt back in the snout of the crank. That way, I can rotate the crank with a tool. Couple clicks here, nothing crazy. Okay, so based on the marks that we saw on the cam pulleys, I think we're just a little bit too far advanced. So if I go backwards ever so slightly and line up, you can't see, we'll line up the dot with the mark on this pulley and I'll check it against the one on the other side, and then we'll take a look down below at the crank. So right about here, I'm kind of eyeballing it. That looks perfect. And then over here on the other side, almost perfect, and that puts the mark on the crank. I don't see that just yet. Let me look around and see what we've got here. The ratchet gravity is what we've got. Where's that mark at? Negative. I don't see it yet. Let's go ahead and loosen the timing belt tensioner. Unclick, please. Oh, that was tight. There we go. See that? So now that this is loose, let's just slide the thing off of the tensioner pulley, if I can. Okay, now that this is loose, I'm going to pull the spring from the tensioner pulley. So now the pulley is free. It shouldn't spring back, but it is. Okay, hang on. Let's give this a bit of a tug here. Come out. Slide the rest of that off, and the belt is free. Come here. I'll go ahead and pull this tensioner out right now because I have a replacement. That's the nut. Ooh, washer gravity. Got it all. Come out. I think that thing is also kind of rusted. Let's give it some penetrating lubricant. Yeah, this little guy should just slide right off, but it's stuck. Please come off. If I can't get this off, I can't get this cover off, I don't think. Yeah, because this little cover sandwiches the water pump to the block, so I have to remove this pulley right here. It's not cool. Please go behind there. I'm saying please. I have to. I'm kind of at this thing's mercy. It's either going to come off or I'm in trouble. Or even worse, I break the screwdriver and then it still doesn't come off. Oh, the horrors. Oh man, it's not budging. Or is it? I think it did move. A little bit. Okay. Next, I'll use the miniature pry bar. Why? Oh man. I wonder if failure is an option. Is it moving? The tone changed. What happened? Yeah, it moved. Look at that. Alright, we're getting some kind of something happening here. Pry bar gravity. More lube. Couldn't hurt. Let it soak on in there like that tussin.
Yeah, boy, let that tussin get in there, boy. Yeah, boy, let that tussin get on down to the bone.
Was that a Chris Rock skit? Is that what that was? That rope tussin?
A rope tussin.
Just stick that tussin on there. Let it soak in nice and deep like. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, now we have some more space and more tussin. Let's I can get behind this with a bigger pry bar. I'll just keep doing what I was doing. Is it moving? Oh, what? This is crazy. Yeah, it's moving. Thing's gotta just be loaded full of rust in there somehow. This has never been off of here. Okay, bigger pry bar. Yeah, we'll just keep escalating the pry bars until it comes out, because I have no other option. Look at that, here we go. I don't want to speak too soon, but I'm amazed this is coming out of here without like complete destruction. I'm not ruining the surface of the gear or anything. This is a new one. Oh, you know what? I have an idea. It seems to be moving freely now, but look, there's a bunch of rust here. I didn't clean that off. I'm just gonna drive that back in some. Here we'll use a little green kitchen scrubby. These work for everything. Including polishing your snout. There we go. That's better. Now there's another Woodruff key, and we need to make sure that we don't lose it. Here it comes. There it is. Oh, I can't do it. I don't have the power. More pry bar. This is like the most intense gear removal ever. Come on out of there. It's so close. Probably bar gravity. There we go. Look at that. There's still a dry spot in there. See it? Right here. Corrosion. We've got a little shim back here. I need to get you. Come out. Oh, hang on. Woodruff key in the crank. That needs to come out. Don't tell me that's stuck too. See right there, a little key. And it's stuck. Oh, that's stuck too. That's cute. Remember that part when I said we can't lose this? It's very stuck. Coming out. I can't believe I ended up performing surgery on a crankshaft. Yeah, there's a little bit of damage to this key from my tappy taps, but I can file it. There it is. Okay, now I can get this little shim thing out. Come here. Oh, look at that. I was wrong. It had a slot in it for the key. See that? Oops. Okie doke. So we've got a bunch of 10 mil bolts, and it looks like a couple 13s to pull out, and then we get this cover out of here. All right, since we're working farther down, I moved you guys farther down. Let's start with this 12 mil bolt that's on this power steering pump bracket. Or not. There we go. I'll leave that, I'll just leave that right in there so I don't forget it. Unless it's a problem later, it's gonna stay right there for now. Okay. And I think what's left is 10 mil fasteners. Oh, hang on, here's another one. See what we've got. There's a bunch of them in here. Can you guys still see? I hope so. What else is here? There's one. I know, I'm sure there's more that I can't see. Yeah. Looks like there's two coming vertically. And a couple more up top. Let's get this one here. And what else? else am I missing? And I'm sure there's another one somewhere. Maybe not. That's a vertical bolt. Let's get in there and get that one. And its counterpart over here on this side. Or not. That one's hard to reach. There's stuff in the way on this side. Got it. Come out. There it is. Oh, there goes that bolt. That's what I didn't want to do. All right, up top here, there's two more fasteners on this water pump. One down here under there, down here under there. Down here under this thermostat housing, there's one of them. Here's the other one. Okay, I think that's all of the water pump bolts. Let's see if I can't crack this thing loose. Yep, that's it. Oh, my drain pan, get back in there. I don't want a floor mess. There we go. Nasty. Okay, that's one water pump successfully removed. There's a gasket in here somewhere. Or pieces of it. Wow, that's terrible. This is so brittle. I'm surprised this wasn't leaking. Okay, let's go back to this timing cover, or this front cover here. I think that's should be ready to come off, I think. Like it's moving. Yeah, no. I'm gonna stop right here. That's not gonna come off. All right, let's make another attempt to get this thing off. There was a bolt down there that I missed. So let's try this again. It's kind of coming loose. There's something else, but I don't know what it is. I think I've got all the bolts out. What's the deal? Yeah, there's something holding it up down there.
So I go out and I check service data, and it turns out that this front crankshaft seal is pressed into the oil pump, not into some kind of a front cover, which is what I thought. Meaning there's still an oil pickup tube bolted to this oil pump.
All right, well, I know what the problem is here. The camera's stuck. I think I'm going to have to pull the pan off. Moving on up. It looks like I'm gonna have to remove this this oil pan as well. Not what I wanted to do, but it is what it is. All right, well, let's keep going. Let's go ahead and drain the oil out of this thing, and then pull the pan down. Grr. Here we go. I've already got a couple of the 10 mils out for the pan. Let's get this bracket thing off here, and we'll get to the bolts back behind the pan, or on the back side rather. That was stuck. Man, now I'm all disheveled and disorganized. This isn't what I wanted to do. You see, the problem is I've got to proceed. As soon as I took those bolts loose, it broke the bond to that gasket. And since that gasket was so frail and paper finish, as soon as that bond was broken, that was that. And it would have cracked the gasket. Uh-oh. And if the gasket was cracked, then that means that it was going to leak, and since that's the oil pump, it would have had an internal oil pressure leak, which would have ruined this engine. And I'm stuck. There. There's a 10, here's a 10, a couple in the back, and then the other side, and we're good to go. We gotta pull the starter out next also. Okay, we're back on the passenger side. There's 2 bolts in there for the starter. That's one of them. The other one, I can't get in there. Hang on. Can't really move that line either. Get in there. That's not gonna work. But a wobbly socket will. It'll fit right in there. Alright, that's one starter bolt. Number 2. The starter is kind of free. Let me pull this thing out, and then we'll get the bolts behind it. Come here, starter. There we go, and we'll let that just hang out right there. Alright, starter's right here. It has a bracket, and there's 3 or 4 more bolts in that bracket. Neutral drop. Oh, one click. Alright, looks like another one, maybe right here. Can't see it. You guys can probably see it, but I can't. I think I can feel it. Not really. Zzz. Oh, come on, bolt. Seriously? This is what we're gonna do? Oh, wow. Alright. That's a tight squeeze. Got it? Mostly got it? Yep. Okay. Gravity. Alright, bracket's out. A couple more bolts have been exposed for the oil pan right up there. Let's get those guys out next. Alright, we're back over on the driver's side again. Let's get underneath this pan and crack it loose. It's just got a silicone seal for a gasket, so we need to get under that. That should be fun. Maybe right here. Negative. Smaller pry driver. It's amazing how much you can get done with a mini pry driver. Aha! Got it. I broke my screwdriver. It shoved the driver part into the handle. See that? That's what I get for using mini screwdrivers as pry hammers. Alright, pan's loose. Is it gonna come out? No. I'm sure there's something else in the way. That's how this job seems to be going. Oh man, this is getting better by the second. Pan's loose, but we can see here this cross member thing is in the way. And I can't get the pan to come down enough to get it to come out. I can't change the angle here. So I think next I need to unbolt the motor mounts and jack the engine up some. Maybe I can get some clearance that way to get this pan to come out. So yeah, we're suffering through the domino effect of well, getting screwed. That's what's happening. Yeah, I did not see this coming. Not at all. Didn't think this is how this job was gonna go. Thought I was gonna throw a timing chain in it, timing belt, toss a water pump in, and hammer in a crankshaft seal, and that was gonna be that. I was wrong a lot. Okay, jack stands coming in. All right, jack stand coming in. I'm gonna get this thing set up under this motor mount. That should work. What I'm gonna do is crank this up and attempt to lift the motor mount off of the subframe and create some space between the subframe and the engine. And then maybe I can drop this pan out after that. See the pan moving? Right to the right over there. Watch this. See that gap starting to open up. Moving on up. Nope. More space. Yeah, we're getting somewhere now. It came down a little bit. Yeah, I unbolted both sides, lifted the engine up with the jack stand. It's down farther than it's ever been, but it's not wanting to come out of there. Now what are we hung up on? The pickup tube is definitely in the way. Maybe if I spin it this way. There's so much space, yet there's no room. Why? All right, hang on. So about 45 minutes later, and haven't got very far. I'm still kind of just moving the engine around, maneuvering a little bit. We're super duper close to getting this pan to move, but it's kind of caught up just ever so slightly up front on the pickup tube. I don't want to go up any higher because I'm afraid I'm going to break something. These little jack stands are about as high as they're going to go. Any higher and I'm going to start to pick the car up off the rack, and well, that would be bad. But we're so close. I'm talking like nanometers away. A little bit more on the screw jack. I'm turning, you can't see it, there's a jack over here to the right. I'm just going a little higher with that. This is gonna be close. Or it's not gonna happen, and I'm in major trouble. Aha! Jeez, got it! Wow. Well, as much of a pain as that was for me, I'm glad we ended up going this route, because taking a closer look at these seals, these crankshaft seals, this is super brittle. You see it already broke away just from disconnecting it, and that's what that front seal did. When I unbolted the oil pump from the block, it just broke away. I saw all the plastic just fall out. So we're getting somewhere. Let's go ahead and get that oil pump off next. It is time. Yeah, this one this escalated remarkably quickly. You can't see, there's my hose in your way. Put you guys over there. Ah. Yeah, this got out of control real fast, didn't it? No worries. Oh, why am I dumb? Here's what I forgot. Look, it was never gonna come out. The oil pickup tubes are right here. What was I thinking? Man, I'm embarrassed. I cannot believe that did not occur to me. That I had to get the pickup tube off. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. That's what happened. I failed to use my cranium. All right, there's one. Okay, let's get number 2. Come here. Or not. I'll break it loose manually. Should have pulled the motor out. All right, I think there's 2 more fasteners for this pickup tube. They're out towards the back. There's one. There's the other. Well, that was easy. How about now? Is this pump gonna come out? Do it. A lot of work for a crankshaft seal. Okay, there it is. Got it. The oil pump is now free. All right, pump, come out of there. Don't leak all over my leg. There she is. That's the oil pump. Right here, this is the gasket that I mentioned. I didn't realize I didn't have to take that loose, but once these bolts were loosened, this separated from the gasket, and that would have allowed that cracking gasket to come apart. So unit had to come off. And we need to figure out, actually no, I'm gonna order another pump since this is off, and I'm not gonna change this seal because the new one should have a new seal. So we're in limbo mode again. I'll just put that in a pile of parts. Filthy. Yeah, this escalated way out of control. Much faster than I thought it was going to. I did not expect to have to go this far. At first I didn't even realize that was the oil pump. I just thought it was like some kind of a cover, just another cover, and it turns out after I had taken that loose, that was the actual pump, which has its seals and gaskets. So it had to come off. That being said, I'm gonna get a new one. They're fairly cheap. It's on the way. I guess I'm dead in the water on this one until I get my new unit. So I'm gonna go ahead and just close this video out. Didn't realize this was gonna be a 3-part series. Didn't realize it was gonna be a 2-part series. I thought I was just gonna hammer that belt out in one video, but looks like I'm wrong. So looks like you guys are gonna have to stay tuned for part 3. Eventually I'm gonna get around to reassembling this. But until then, as always, I'd like to thank you guys for watching. And I also need to remind you to not forget to have yourselves a better day than what I just had. See you guys later. Have a great day. End of Nissan Datsun.